Jason, you made it in first. Damn it, boy. What's going on with your bad self? More people showing up quick tonight. Grant, what's going on, brother? Damn, Venom's in here. Oh, I'm a lot better. What's up, Jay Fish? Everybody hunky-dory and happy and all that good hogwash? Got your shirts today. Are they good shirts? I haven't seen them, man. What's up, Nomad? So are they good quality shirts? Are they, what do they call that? Ink painted stuff? Scott, what's up? Yeah, cool. You're happy with them? Are they the right size? Do they fit? Everything that you ordered? Coast to coast. I ain't done one of them in a while. Don't miss it either. Cool. You gonna take some pictures and put them on the Patreon? Same thing here, Jay. I've had stuff going on and just dealing with it, right? I always told my kids life is nothing but getting knocked out of the saddle and getting up and getting ready to get knocked out again. Once in a while we forget that, huh? Well, it is what it is. Go to the About page, either on YouTube or Patreon or the Facebook. Go to the About page on any of them. And the Sons puts a link down there for the Outman and coffee cups and stuff. I don't know if he's got the link up for the ladies or not. He's a very busy individual. The coffee cups are really cool. What up, Daniel? Well, thank you, Scott. That's kind of you, brother. Oxnard, California to Dover, Delaware. Damn, that's about as coast as you get, ain't it? You might as well go from San Diego up there to hell, not Maine. Up into Maine. Oh, folks, I'm doing a lot better. The Saturday hit me hard. It was coming on. I was trying to pretend like it wasn't. I was trying to hold it down, keep myself in check. Saturday was a hard day on my whole family. Oh. LA to Miami. Damn. Going to Little Cuba. And no, that ain't racist. That's what it's been called forever. I'm sitting over here in Louisiana. Going to Baton Rouge. Got to be in Baton Rouge sometime in the morning. I ain't got no appointments. Kick it off whenever I get there. I think they got 5 pallets or something left back there. Then, what up, Mike? Then I got to pick up. It's 8 to 2. It's supposed to deliver Monday morning. I might try to kick it off. Oh. Waco, Texas. Waco Wacko. You can get whacked in Waco, and it ain't necessarily by the pool. What up, James? Yeah, I'm doing better, thank you. I ain't 100%, but then again, I've never been 100%. I'm talking to Mama, and I said, well, let me bite the bullet, do a live stream, see how it goes, see who's going to cuss at me and who ain't. So, as you noticed, I ain't even been doing any videos. So, but I ain't been pissing people off either. Well, yeah, Michael, but hell, he'll get over it. Seen we had another shooting today. Well, thank you, Scott. You're all right, brother. Shep, Oregon. That's a new one on me. That's all right. Mama said, where you at? And I said, I'm in Iowa. She said, I thought you was going to Louisiana. I said, I did. Oh, Iowa, Louisiana, yeah. Are they? That don't surprise me at all. Well, you know, they're getting ready for the court battle for the new judge. They're already starting to slink mud. Don't get me started on politics. I hadn't even heard about it, but I'll tell you what, I bet you I ain't spent 2 hours on the phone all day. I ain't had the FM on, just riding along in the scariest place I can be, in my head. Y'all think I'm scary on the damn YouTubes. You ought to be in my head a while. I scared the hell out of me, and I've known me a long time. Oh, yeah. Well, but see, the guy, me and Michael was on the phone when I got a daughter lives up that way, and she had marked herself safe. That's how I heard about it. And he's in his 20s, and he butchered up all of his fingerprints. And he used a shotgun. Really? You know, I know a lot of people holler conspiracy and all that, and they think I'm a conspiracy theorist. See, you didn't know I knew them fancy words, did you? I got my nickel dictionary over here. I can't help but wonder that with the timing of a lot of these shootings, and as dirty as some parties are, I can't help but wonder if they was paid to go do it. It was in Annapolis, Maryland. So there's a lot of stuff that I question. Y'all remember the Oklahoma City bombing? I question that. The towers, I question that. I like Ted. I don't care what they say about him. I like Ted. I do too. Did you watch the report? Oh boy, did. He was one of these analysts. And he took and picked out the sound of the bullets being fired compared to them hitting the ground and stuff as they was. And he even said that there was like 3 or 4 guns being shot. Well, exactly. In this day and age, no man, I wouldn't put it past them. Plumb ridiculous. Oh. Well, mine, she just shakes her head. I go in there, and the wife always goes with me when I go to a doctor, because she know I won't be able to tell her half of what that doctor said, because I don't care. I really don't. Yeah. No. I'll tell her, you just want to get me in there because I'm so sexy. Go ahead and admit it. You got a crush on me. My doc, she just shake her head. No. Told me I didn't need any drugs. I was stoned already. Well, appreciate it, James. You know, I was talking to, we have a new, one thing, we have a new garage manager, whatever you want to call him. Good evening, Junior. And I was telling him that I'd been down in the slumps a little bit. Mentioned my boy being killed 6 years ago. And damned if he did, he could relate. He says, I still miss my daughter. His daughter died on him. He didn't go into details. And I already know from my own personal experience, you don't push on stuff like that. They will come out with it or they won't. You know what I mean? So, yeah, exactly. That's what I tell her. Now I like her. She's no Texas farm girl. And she's down to earth. James, hate to see you go, brother. Well, there's one of my many girlfriends. What's up, Stormy? Boy, can I tell you some tales about your husband? Oh my goodness. He told on himself today. Yeah. Go ahead and start talking about them lot lizards and all them girls that you know. He's on a border town, sweetheart. You need to get one of them cameras put in his truck so you can watch him. They have those now, you know. Not only well, talk to his company. You could probably just do a pipeline right in on theirs. No. Although I gotta admit, I personally think he'd be about a boring rascal to watch. Well, I don't know, when he gets bouncing off the walls like that little hedgehog thing the grandkids play. Now that might be interesting. Now what you need to do, sweetheart, is next time he's home, get a bunch of little tacks and put them all over his truck. And then when he starts bouncing off the walls, we can all take bets, do the old basketball pool thing, and we can bet on where he gets stuck on the wall. That's how, and we can even name it Hang the Yankee. I'm coming up with a damn good idea here. Y'all stay tuned. We fixing to have a new Yankee ball game going on. Call it Jim the Wannabe Hedgehog. Yeah, see, his own wife likes that idea. Hell, we could teach your kids something. Look, children, don't bounce off the walls like your daddy. You can get stuck. Oh. See, I told you I was getting back to normal. Y'all watch out now. Tack the Yankee. There you go. I'm all for that. Okay, well, we can do two Yankees. One wear a black shirt and one wear a white shirt. And then we can bet on if y'all hit and collide. Hell, this could get to be... You know, that's like years ago when they was hollering about all the room in the prisons. We didn't have room in the prisons and all that. I told them we needed to just start a new game and line the convicts up out there in L.A. on I-5 during rush hour and let them try to run through. They could make it across all 100 lanes without getting hit. Then they stood a chance of getting paroled. They wouldn't listen to me. I thought it was fun. Oh, dude. If the South won, the United States of America would not be what it is today. Biscuits and gravy would be the national staple. Would all be raccoons and possums. Oh, Oh, Lordy, Jim's on the drugs again. He saw a picture of a cow once, so now he thinks he's a cowboy. And y'all, in case you didn't know it, we do have a Hooters girl on here. Stormy used to be a Hooters girl. Y'all can hoop and holler at her if you want. You don't know where I got that story from, do you? I'm gonna get Jim in trouble. Wait a minute, Jim stays in trouble. After 17 years, she just shakes her head. Says, oh shit, Jim's loose again. Oh. Oh goodness. I learned something today, boys and girls, about trucking. Exactly. See, that could be fun, couldn't it? I had that sulfur smell. Remember the other night somebody got on one of the live feeds and was talking about they smelled the sulfur, the rotten eggs, and asked if that was batteries, and I said yes. Well, I've got all new batteries. I got the batteries for my truck, then I got batteries for my AC stuff when I sleep overnight. They've all been changed out within the last 2 months. Today in Houston, I start smelling sulfur. I'm like, huh. So I call this new maintenance guy we got, shop manager. Decent enough feller. Oklahoma redneck boy. A real cowboy, Jim. He's seen more in pictures. And I get telling him it's a battery issue. I smell the sulfur. We start discussing this. And 16 people and 8 likes. Where's Paul at? He needs to be jumping some butt. So after we talk, I tell him that they changed out the batteries. And he said that he thought it had to do with my DEF, that pollution nonsense. And I said, well, now it has thrown a couple codes. One of them is for the injector, and one of them is for like a pod or something that goes through the injector. I'm still losing my voice and trying to talk over this truck's killing me. Can you hear me good enough? Can I lower my voice? But he told me that when stuff starts getting stopped up, it will also smell like sulfur. So with the smell of sulfur and the two-throat codes, he's thinking that it's going to be, well, I think it's got, he's thinking it's going to be that pollution nonsense. So I'm like, huh. I asked him, I said, now if that's what it is it going to derate my truck? And he said it possibly could. But he says if it does, I'll have that rascal towed into Peterbilt. I said, all right, you're the new boss man on this stuff, so I'll do my goodest to limp her in. So, you know, a little education for all of us there. Oh. Hell, I don't know, a noisy one. I can't tell you a damn thing about this Peter car other than it's a plastic Peter car. They don't even want us changing light bulbs. They don't want us to do anything unless it's just dire emergency, you have to do it. I'm good with that. If I wanted to be a mechanic, I wouldn't have got my CDLs. Probably. I think it probably is a packed car, but I ain't gonna swear to it. And what's Peterbilt used nowadays, you know? And to me, these are just run-of-the-line plastic Peterbilts. Now our company is fixing to go up to 100 drivers, I found out today. So they will be looking for some drivers. To me, it's a good company and it's a good job. But that don't mean that it's going to fit for everybody else. So if you're interested, look them up. Larry Williams Trucking. Well, cool. So either I'm loud or you're deaf. Or some of both. We don't necessarily do dedicated. We do a regional. If you live around the yard type thing, fairly close. We do a lot of the Northwest. Oklahoma to the Northwest type deal. We don't have a lot of East Coast. We have some Midwest stuff. You just have to call and talk to them. Within reason, they, well, where do you live, Scott? Every week to Massachusetts? I don't know, you'd have to talk to them. No, Jim, they're not, and you're not making 60 cents a mile. No. And you're still a damn rookie. That's part of the problem with the industry. You rookies coming in and thinking that you are to make stupid money. You need to get on with the Red Viking. From what I understand, he can get you into 6 digits within 2 years. Exactly, Scott. I like that Red Viking hollering he's 6 digits in a company truck. No, he ain't. I had somebody last night made a comment, well, you might be worth a penny. That part I'll agree with. You might be worth a penny. Stormy says that you're worth a couple pennies if it keeps you away from home. Yep, that's what I want, Jason. I just watched one of his latest videos today, and he said 2 years and 4 months. So, but somebody asked me what I thought about, if I'd ever watched the Red Viking and what I thought about him. I was very nice. I ain't gonna tell you what I said, but I was nice. See, sometimes I can't watch my mouth. Yep. Well, he was finally out west, and he was doing a video, doing a selfie with a selfie stick or something. He's showing the west behind him, which is a pretty view, I guess, if you ain't seen it a million times. I told him he was a rookie, didn't have a clue about trucking, but he had figured out how to make money off of people. Dadgum, no, man, don't spend all at one time. Yeah, he was all distorted and broke up. I didn't watch but a few minutes of it. Then I would watch a few minutes of another one, and I done seen all I wanted to see. So, but see, I like people like that because they make me look better. Well, not only am I a good-looking chick magnet, but he makes me sound actually intelligent. You know those saying, grass don't grow on a busy street. And look at there ain't no grass up there. There'd be all kinds of stuff going over my head. Oh no, through my head, that's what it was. $0.35 for beginners. Well, hell, that depends on your definition of beginner. I'd come over there and they say, well, you're just beginning with us. You're a beginner. Oh, me, oh, my. Stormy, let me know when you want to buy a t-shirt, honey, and what one it is. I have to have Little Joe do a put up a ladies deal on that site where we're doing the shirts. I thought, that's what I get for thinking, that when he put it up, you had the option of men's, women's, or children. And that is not the case. He can put up a men's t-shirt, then he has to do a separate posting for the ladies and a separate one for the children's and a separate one for the coffee cup. So just let me know what you want and I'll make sure he puts it up. Well, and exactly, that's, I watched that Smart Trucking guy the other day, and he was talking about, you know, he's an owner-operator, he's got 40 years out here, started back in the 80s, and he took 20 companies, so many big mega companies and so many little mom and pops, and he said it was just absolutely amazing to him what was not being paid and how much they was lying, you know. And he's like, going by what they're telling me, he says, it ain't worth it to be a company driver. I agree. Well, Scott, go to the About page and go down there and check them out. Well, it can be, Jay Fish, but you don't get to go into any of the places, which is another misconception new drivers have out here. They think they're going to get in the truck and go see the Grand Canyon and the Painted Desert. No, trucks ain't allowed in there. The only way you can is if you get up there and take a 34 or something in that area and rent a car. Now, which cars ain't too expensive anymore. Well, actually, when I started, Grant, I started just a little bit before you. I started out at 25% of what the loads paid. And I was still gullible. I didn't realize that a lot of them companies ran 2 sets of books. I learned, though. Oh, I remember that. Wasn't that in Denver or something? Phoenix? You tore down for a damn week? Yeah, something like that, Jim. Yep, see the country from the highway view. Well, part of that might be what terminal they was out of. That's like, I was living in Georgia, and I had all but 20 years, I don't remember how long ago it was, and there was old boy driving out of Florida, and they needed drivers dedicated Georgia, Florida back and forth, and I called that company up, they was down by Miami, with me with basically 20 years experience. They offered me 28 cents a mile. Now, I asked him, how the hell can you justify that? That's the going rate around here. It's hard to get a trucking job around here. I said, well, I know one that's going to be open. That one you're trying to pawn off. All depends upon who you are and what deal you cut with them. Which a lot of students don't realize that you can cut a deal. You win 500,000 lottery, what do you do with it? I'm going to have to make sure that it's a real ticket. Yeah, buddy. I was talking about that in the video a while back. You get in line at the damn payphone and call them, sit on the phone for a half hour before they finally answer, so they can tell you, call us back in a half hour, man. We're working on something. And you're like, a half hour? Hell, I'm going to be in line 2 hours before I get back up to the phone. Oh, yeah. I would damn sure retire. Oh, I'm so burnt out, y'all ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue. No. But they tell me you got to play to win, and I don't even buy any tickets. Grant buys tickets. He said if he wins, he's going to retire me. I hope you bought a ticket this week, brother. I hope you got the right numbers. You need to go eat Chinese more. They give you the lucky numbers on your fortune cookie thing, you know. No. Just put together our birth dates. That'll work. Oh, I bet. It don't take much to burn out here. Well, I'd hire somebody to haul it back. I'd go over there and buy me a damn motorcycle and head for Texas. Call me one of them companies. Come get this truck. Well, there's a lot of them that only pay you $300 a week while you're in training. Damn it, girl. Oh. Debating on if I want to go in here to Hardee's for dinner. I know I want to hit them up for breakfast. They got a decent breakfast. They had some kind of gravy bowl thing. I've never did them companies. I started with J.B. Hunt, and that lasted about a year. That was not good. I could tell stories. Then there's I tried Design out of Dallas. That's where I was at when I had my last accident, and they stole my last paycheck. Fine print in the contract, people. But now I ain't got no use for them big companies. If this old boy ain't careful, he'll get too damn big for me. I don't do big companies at all. And I am concerned about how big he's going to get. I like little mom and pops. Couple dozen trucks where I call up, they recognize my voice. I can go in and know people. That's my kind of trucking. But it seems like every time I see one, they want, or get with one, they want to start growing. Damn, it's hot. I appreciate it, brother, but you ain't got to keep doing that, man. No. I do appreciate the support and all that stuff, and me going on the other night, that was just me on a vent. Yeah, there was some truth and honesty to what I was saying about the channel, but more than anything, I was hurting over my boy. Saturday had been the anniversary of his death, and yeah, I was just hurting. I just slashing out at anything I could, and y'all happened to be the ones that were available, so I slashed out at y'all. My apologies, it happens. And guess what? It'll happen again. Because every year his anniversary will come around, his birthday's fixing to come up. When you lose a youngin' like that, there's certain trigger points that happen that affect you. And it's been 6 years and it feels like it was yesterday. I had to literally stop and think about what all has happened in the last 6 years to make myself believe and realize that it had been 6 years. You are correct, brother. And I appreciate it. And once again, when I did that one the other night, somebody told me I was looking for handouts. That one blows me away. I'm sorry. They're on the receiving end of this ordeal. I'm on the paying end, and they tell me I'm looking for handouts. I don't get that one. That's just like, damn, how did we get this reverse roll shit going? You've got to be voting Democrat, ain't you? No. Oops, did I go there? Did I say that out loud? What up, Andrew? So, and Grant, he's another one that's preaching the same sermon that you are, Scott. Y'all are reading from the same book. So, C.R. England, don't run over that man. Let go. Right? Oh, I try not to listen to them, and I do pretty good. You know, I'd made a second video the other night, and I didn't post it. But, this old boy's coming up having to ask Pam, you want to pull off the fuel island? I'm waiting to fuel. That's bad now. Modern day truckers, man, they blow me away. I lost track of where I was going with that. I'm sitting here facing the fuel island, and it can be comical. I'm here to tell you. What's up with my Australian mate? $12:30 there. Well, hell, it's 9:30 here. But hell, that 12:30 is in the middle of the day where you're at. 9:37 at night here. Dude, I've been taking a break from making videos and live streams. I've been watching some of the trucking news. And I got onto a batch of them from your neck of the woods. I can tell from the way they was talking. Some of y'all people are just as stupid as ours. I done learned it don't matter what nationality or country you're in, some of them are stupid. Ah, you on that Yankee time. So what are you doing, Warwick? I know it's beer 30, right? You having you a drink and a fishing pole in your hand. Are you two kin? You're both in PA. See, Michael used to live in PA, and I was trying to find out that if you get a divorce in Pennsylvania, are you still cousins? Or does that cut all ties? Actually, that's an old Arkansas joke, but hell, I'd make it work with any state. Yep, that's the truth. It is a number game. Yeah, Pennsylvania is pretty damn long, ain't it? It ain't tall, but it's kind of long. I've ran that Pennsylvania Turnpike so many times, oh my Lord. Yeah, buddy. What do you mean? You're supposed to be watching me, dude. Damn, now my feelings are hurt. Looks like a Love's employee is teaching. Who is that? I can't tell who they are. Teaching them how to wash their window. Vermont, I can't even spell that. Hell, if I'd known that, I'd send you some of my bills. My electric bill jumped up damn near $100 in the last 2 months. Don't you two get engaged on my channel. You can exchange phone numbers and get engaged on your time. Don't get engaged on my time now. You get me started preaching again. I had one of my customers get on the other night on one of my posts and say howdy. That was cool. Oh, Lord. Wow. See, now, my electric bill is usually around 150, and it jumped up to all but 250 this month. And I don't know what she pays for cable. She probably don't want me to know. She knows every once in a while I get on a damn spree and I start calling everybody saying, how the hell can we lower this bill? This is ridiculous. No. That's what I did Monday on my phone bill. I actually now have unlimited high-speed data. And I lowered my bill while I was at it. So, of course, the first person I was talking to, they couldn't do nothing, and I need to talk to somebody else. Now, I gotta say, my wife's pretty good about that. She does not like shopping. I ain't never met a woman that didn't like shopping, but she hates shopping. And don't even want to go grocery shopping or none of that. She just soon wait until I get home and we'll go together. But it blows her away how I just go through there and put together a menu on the fly. Now, when the kids were home, first thing I do is go to the meat section and see what meats were on sale that week. Grab up enough of them, then I just put together the meals right there in the basket. which I know one young couple that they've been on welfare for quite a while. He's been trying. He just was having issues, and he got a good job. And now they just cut out all of his food stamps and their Medicare and Medicaid, whatever it is you get. And he was kind of bumming, and I told him, you need to be proud of that. So we had a little discussion about it. Now I'm going to have to tell them that they're going to have to do like I did when I had 5 teenagers at home at one time. You talk about doing some eating. 5 teenagers, 3 of them being boys, they can do some eating. And we put together a menu every week. And you eat what's cooked for dinner, you go hungry. Period. That's how it was when I grew up. That's how I raised mine. We ain't fixing no 2 or 3 meals, and I didn't waste my money on them damn microwavable meals. That was nice. I bought them top ramen noodle, which they like. So, you know. Gold Coast, Australia. See, Scott, now you're a mate. You're in the damn Navy, dude. Oh. Now, how come they say matey in the movies? Is there a difference between calling someone a mate and a matey? And I'm seriously asking if there's a difference. Or is it just personal choice? Well, if that 420, is that Australian? What is that in American? Or is that 420 is you're transferred over to American? Then you get on here, Warwick, and we're going to question the hell out of you, dude. Oh, okay, that is just movie shit? All right. Well, you are a Yankee. What's the difference? What's the exchange between American and Australian? Now, y'all also have to realize that Warwick came over to Canada, and he drove over here on the North American continent and stuff. Oh, he's one of the lucky ones that's got to drive in both places. It is a bucket list thing for me to go over there and drive in their country, but I'm here. I'm so used to doing everything right-handed, I don't know if I can change gears left-handed. And then try to back up like that, that'd be from the right side over there. Be honest, that's a little scary for somebody. I tell you, now when I did the rock and roll circuit, we would back into these places, and you was not allowed to use your mirrors. All right, you had somebody on a handheld CB talking to you over your CB, and they would tell you we had our own code for, you know, give me a little left, give me a little right, and all this stuff. And you learn to back into these places by listening. And if you could not do that without mirrors, they'd run your ass off. They didn't want you. Now, the first time they caught you looking in them mirrors, he'd come up there and he'd slap the mirrors shut and tell you, you don't look, I'm looking for you. So you had to listen. You don't realize how hard it is backing up and trusting the voice over the CB after all the years you've got out here. And not using them mirrors, that was hard. Well, to me, it's the same thing going over there in Australia. I'm so used to this steering wheel being here and the gear shift over here, I don't know if I could handle it with it over there. And then trying to shift. Boy, I'd sound like a damn rookie. Just go ahead and put a collection plate underneath my transmission, Because we going to get a whole bunch of money off that scrap I'm fixing to grind off there. Well, that depends on that flight deal. With all modern technology, you'd be surprised. Round trips are pretty reasonable if you book them far enough in advance. There you go. Oh, the one that had drove both places? Okay, was that you in that video you shared with me? You took us on some ride with you. I think you was in a W9 if I remember correctly. What up, J-Man? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Well, he sounded like he was from Australia, too. Just like I picture you sounded. I don't know why y'all got such an accent. You could talk like me. That could be scary. I used to run them boats up into Canada. And the farther I got up there, the more they was astounded with my accent. So I'd really start putting it on them. Oh, that was always fun. Well, the T909, it looks like the T900 to me, or the W900. Yeah, but it ain't your truck, it's their truck. No, they lease some pretty good equipment. And they will. They'll come in and slap them mirrors shut. Oh, I'm in Iowa, Louisiana. I'm over here in Cajun country. Yeah, I would love to, Scott. You and my boy would have to get together on how to transfer the videos and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. I used to cook a lot. That was one of the things I stopped doing. My boy that I lost was a chef, and I lost a lot of heart into it. Or for it, and which is why Little Joe got me started on this channel. He was trying to get me back into cooking because he knew I'd enjoyed it, and that didn't really get me back into cooking. I have been trying, as y'all have seen the last little bit, but I still ain't 100% into it, not like I used to be. Well, I appreciate the flowers on the cooking videos, but they ain't much. They, just some damned old hillbilly throw together meals. You, seen the one I did over the weekend where I did the taters and sausage. And, well, where you at, J-Man? I'm going to Baton Rouge in the morning. If you're going to be around there. And I'm 122 miles from my delivery. So you might be, I'm going over there on Airline Drive off of 12's where I'm going. I'm going to shoot to be there about 8 o'clock, but no promises. Right? Well, it was damn good there at home when it was nice and fresh, but I don't know why, but leftover taters and stuff I bring out here in microwave, it just ain't that great. So actually me and Grandma was just talking about it a while ago, because we bounce a lot of ideas off each other. Although she might not talk much in the videos, we bounce a lot of ideas off each other. We are a pretty damn good team. So now she's on that damn diet, so I was thinking about some gravy type stuff. I told her, I said, well, I was thinking about bringing this, and I got another bowl in the freezer. I told her, I said, I don't know if I want to take it out and maybe put some cheese on it and make a bake out of it, a twice baked potato type deal, or if I wanted to get some kind of a pork gravy since it's got sausage. But actually what I've been thinking about a lot today, I happen to like green beans and new potatoes, and it should be about that season. So I'm thinking about doing me up a batch this weekend of green beans and bacon and new potatoes. So dadgum, partner, you done trashed that hood. See, that's what happened back in the day when we had metal trucks. You couldn't just lift the damn hood, they was too heavy. So you'd lift one side and get it loose, then you go to the other side and lift it and get it loose, and then maybe lift the whole thing from that side. But you're better off to go out front and grab hold of it, put all your weight on it, pull that rascal down. With so many of these drivers, like this individual, he's his plastic Freightliner over here. He goes to pop his hood, and hell, one of the hinges is broke on it, or it's not wanting to open right. So now he's got to get this girl out, which I don't mind him getting her out. She's cute. And it's taken both of them to wrestle it and try to open it. And he obviously has a hinge broke on the driver's side, that he needs to be taking that to the shop and say, fix this. That girl's fixing to get hurt. There went the hood. The whole damn hood just fell off of it. There's no way that girl could have held that. Oh. Alright, good night, Nomad. Sorry I was watching them. But now they got some serious problems. Yeah, actually we do. They're frozen ones. Now we also have some Uncle Ben's rice of different flavors that is pretty good. So I'm going to have to get out in a minute and go help this feller. He's wrestling with that hood. Well, I think so too. But she just ain't into it at all. No. Yeah, there they got it on. But, oh, that hood is trash now. No need in him trying to go down the road like that. That hood's gonna come off and go right through his windshield or over the cab. Only thing he's got holding it on right now is the two back straps that passing it down. Oh, bummer. Oh goodness, boy, I'm losing a bunch of y'all. Well, it's been an hour. So y'all ready to get off of here? things you see in a truck stop. Oh, he's done. He done got it whooped out. All right, Scott, I appreciate all the help on the channel, brother. That was awesome of you. You be safe, man. Oh. I'm going over to, what is it, Truck Pro? Yep, Truck Pro over on Airline Highway. Like I said, I'm shooting to be there about 8 o'clock is what I'm shooting for. Love you, Scott. Remember, the Heavenly Father does too, man. Keep him in your life. Had to give that parting shot. Thank you, brother. Well, I used to haul a lot of rice. You too, man. Actually, we got a big store over here. It's a town killer. They call it Walmart. And it has literally destroyed a lot of downtown America, the small town America. I used to deliver to their DCs rice out of, they had a rice and a bin mill that we hauled out of regularly with dedicated carriers. And I'd haul this stuff into these Walmart DCs, distribution centers. And I'm not trying to talk to you like you're stupid. I just don't know what's different between there and here. And we would get in there and have to pay a lumper to unload our trailer and take the top 2 stacks off and put on another pallet. And I'm like, why the hell don't y'all order this stuff like you want it on the pallets? Oh, that ain't us, that's the shipper. So next time I got over to that rice mill, I'm picking up a Walmart load. And I'm asking that guy, I said, dude, they don't want this 7 high, they want it 5 high. Why don't you put it on here 5 high? And he says, oh, okay. He says, come in the office with me. He takes me in the office and he shows me the Walmart order paper that is dictating how many they want per pallet, how high, and how many pallets, how much weight. He says, they lay it all out for us. They tell us how to load the trailer. He says, it ain't a matter of we're trying to get it on as much as we can. They want to get as much on as they can. So, when I went back to that place, I called him out on it, and he just grinned like a dog eating shit because he knew it had been caught in his lie, and it didn't change nothing. It just opened my eyes up a little bit more. So, there you go. That's how that works. So, Stormy, did you get off here without telling me goodbye? You better not have, girl. Oh, well, cool. You already know what I look like. Oh, and I won't be there very long now. I forget where I'm loading at. And it's on the phone, so I can't look it up. But I ain't loading very far from there. Where am I loaded? Oh, I'm going to load on Sorrel Avenue, if that's how they pronounce it. Oh, yeah. See, now I got another story about lumper peas. Or about lumpers, and it's lumper peas. Went to a Walmart. They was in Kansas. And they charged me, back in the day, they used to just charge all kinds of stupid money to unload your truck. Nowadays they have set prices that they charge you. And there wasn't like $180 or something stupid like that. We're going back over 20 years ago. So I commenced jumping their butt. Why in the world am I paying you to unload freight that you ordered? You know, and all this stuff. And the woman tells me, she says, well, all the lumper fees goes into a special account and Walmart donates it to certain charities. I said, really? And do they put all of our names on that check? Oh, no, it's from Walmart. Oh, so you're stealing money from us to pay out to charities to make Walmart look good. Gotcha. That's theft, ain't it? And she couldn't understand why I thought that was wrong. Well, because you're stealing it out of my pocket. What? I don't come over here very often, but I understand obligations. I had hoped that I was going to have time to get over there and sleep there tonight, but that didn't work. Well, it is what it is. Well, he done bungee strapped the hell out of that hood, and now he's going to take off. Good luck to you, mate. See, I'm from Australia now. Oh. Well, folks, it's been over an hour. I definitely did enjoy it. I appreciate y'all coming in and making a good conversation. This is what it's all about on these live streams, the way it went tonight. If I offended anybody the other night with my little rant, my apologies. Just know it wasn't personal on your part. It was just broken heart and having to let it out. So, y'all remember, good Lord loves you, so do I. And y'all keep our Australian friend in your prayers too. Good night, mate. Good night, everybody else. Good night, mate, and good night, non-mate. How's that? Boy, am I politically correct or what? I got it going on now. Y'all have a good evening now. Bye.